What's up, YouTube? It's your boy C to the 904, back with another TF Critic review. And today we're looking at Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Voyager class Nebular Starscream. And as you can see, Nebular Starscream is a repaint, which is actually a K-Mart exclusive of the original Voyager class Starscream. It's an exact repaint. There are no molding differences. There are a few differences in the paint other than the obvious, which is the dark plastic they used instead of the light, and the bright turquoise shimmery paint they used for the tattoos, which is really nice on this figure. There are a few differences. As you can see here on the nose cone, the original Starscream doesn't have any paint at all on his, and also back here on the rear section of the jet, notice the regular Starscream doesn't have any paint there on that part right there. On the underside, here on the tail fin, the Nebular Starscream has this silver, where they use a more darker color here on Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. And the weapons are just molded plastic, where on Nebular Starscream, the weapons are actually painted a black and silver, which is really nice. It's a nice touch, and I appreciate it. It's a touch we don't get too often. And of course, the missiles molded in the plastic to match their respective figure. No difference in molding. Exact same missile, just a difference in color of plastic. So I'll get Revenge of the Fallen Starscream out of the way. We're going to focus on Nebular Starscream, but I'll give you a look at his box real quick. It's obviously a different shape than what we usually get with the Voyager class figures. It has this huge K-Mart sticker here. There's something about the K-Mart I got this figure from. They also had the Human Alliance barricade figure months before I seen them in any other store. So maybe I should shop at this K-Mart a little more often. You can't see that it has Destroy right here with the Decepticon symbol molded into the plastic. And for those of you who are interested in the story, I know I always am. On Nebular Starscream, it reads, "On Cybertron, tattoos are more than mere decoration. They can be packed with superconductive materials and symbiotic nanomachines to enhance a robot's sensors and strengthen his weapons. Starscream designed his tattoos to help him locate the fragments of the Allspark, as well as extend his range and power in the air. When his new sensor net detects any ancient artifact from Cybertron, they glow softly, charging his weapons and boosting his engine output." So it's nice to know his tattoos have a purpose other than them just being tattoos or signifying him as the leader of the Decepticons. But I didn't see any tattoos on Megatron, so that, in my opinion, doesn't make any sense. There was another difference in the packaging. This plastic band that they usually put on the figures to hold different panels in place, it's a lot tougher than the regular plastic bands on the other figures. And also, instead of the twisty ties, you get this little soft rope material that's tied in a bunch of different knots in the back of the figure, it's not a flimsy. You're not going to just pull this apart. It's pretty tough, and you're going to have to cut that, which I guess they're stepping their game up when it comes to people stealing figures. I know I've been in the stores and seen the figures just thrown back into the boxes from the store clerks not knowing what they're doing when those kids open the boxes. But it's a really nice jet mode. That paint looks really nice on this figure, in my opinion. I'm going to try to go through a quick transformation. Obviously, if you're watching this review, you've most likely already seen a review of Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. So we've all seen this transformation many a times. So we can get this guy to cooperate. I'll be in business. I'm going to make an attempt at a quick conversion. Show you guys what he looks like in robot mode. I'm about to knock my camera over. That would be bad. So there are no differences in the molding like I mentioned earlier. So of course the transformation is exactly the same. This hinge over here is a little tougher than the regular Starscream than the other Starscream. It keeps this panel from lining up like it's supposed to. See if I can get these elbows pulled out. I don't want to pull too hard because one of these is really loose, and when I first took them out of the box, it was this one over here. I pulled it way too hard, and it came completely out, but luckily it pops right back in, but might want to be careful on yours. Flip these around. And I think this is a really nice transformation. It's a huge upgrade from the huge bulky figure we got in the other 07 movie line. It was a nice figure, but compared to this one, much like the Prime, the new Leader Class Prime, compared to the 07 movie versions, these guys are head and shoulders above those. But he has these little panels that pull out on his chest that are pretty much useless. I mean, it would be nice if they pulled out and turned to an angle or something, but hey, maybe they do turn. I'm not going to try and tear mine up. You go ahead and tell me how it turns out. But that's Revenge of the Fallen Nebular Starscream. As you can see, there aren't any differences besides the paint and the plastic color. His face is exactly the same. He has some silver here on his mouth, black here on the chin, and this dark purplish blue on the side of his head. Unfortunately, I'm recording on a digital camera, so it can't focus while it's recording. So sorry about that, guys. Can't show you it too well. Of course, you know about all his Mecha Live gears and when you turn his head. So I guess today's question, what's up with that Hasbro, would have to be the arms. I mean, come on, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a great figure. It's a huge upgrade from the 07 movie line. But for some reason, someone made the decision to only have his arm bend here. Now, the whole structure from the shoulder all the way down is a very unique engineering because I haven't seen this on any other figure. His shoulder is this hinge piece here. Then there's another hinge here, and then a swivel in the middle of the two. I don't think I've seen that on any other figure, and I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's new, I'll say that, but I think it would have been better if the elbow could bend to the underside. You see, on the underside, it stops right there when it's straightened out, and of course the hand bends in, but you can't get that full effect with the elbow bending in. You can't turn the hand. This is all one piece. I mean, I'm not going to complain because it is an upgrade, but in my opinion, it could have been better. So that's all I have, man. What's up with that, Hasbro? Come on, man. You could have did better than that. But I do appreciate the new paint apps here on his face and on the weapons. Some nice detail that they gave him that they didn't have to do, and I appreciate it. It's just, I guess you could call it nitpicking. I mean, when it comes to a figure as great as this one, I mean, it's not perfect, so obviously there's going to be something wrong with it. And in my opinion, it would have to be the elbow joint. I think they could have did a better job with that. But this your boy C1094, man. You guys let me know what you think. Here with Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Nebular Starscream. Boys, take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.